My daughter Ashley, and she's no longer here with us. And
I just spoke to the family of Ashlee Robinson. She's the 31-year-old influencer who was on vacation with her fiance celebrating her birthday. He actually proposed on the trip, but something crazy happened. She was having a good time. Her family said she was very excited to be there, shared pictures with the family, FaceTimed them when she was proposed to. But they released a statement saying that Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was.
Ashlee Jenae's case has been getting a lot of attention online after she was found unresponsive in a hotel in Tanzania. Her fiancé, Joe McCann, has stated that she may have caused her own passing, but her family has expressed serious concerns and is calling for further investigation, including potential involvement from U.S. authorities. There are several details that people have been discussing. Some observers have pointed to photos of the couple, saying Joe's expressions appeared intense, though interpretations of body language can vary and are ultimately subjective. Reports have also mentioned marks found on Ashlee's neck. The exact cause and significance of these findings have not been officially confirmed, and investigators would need to determine what they mean in context. Another detail being discussed is that Joe had reportedly taken out an insurance policy on Ashlee's name, listing himself as the beneficiary. While this has raised questions online, it's not uncommon for couples to have financial arrangements like this, and its relevance to the situation remains unclear. Additionally, there are claims that there was a delay before Ashlee's family was informed. The timeline of events is still being examined, and it's important to rely on verified information as it becomes available. At this point, many aspects of the case remain unclear. Ashlee's family is seeking answers, and the situation continues to develop as more information comes out. People online have been closely following Ashlee Jenae's story, especially given how quickly events unfolded during her trip to Tanzania. Many are trying to understand what happened, and there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Ashlee was in Zanzibar celebrating her 31st birthday at a luxury wildlife resort. On April 5th, her boyfriend, Joe McCann, proposed during the trip, creating what seemed like a memorable and emotional moment. Ashlee even shared a post saying, "If this is a dream, no one wake me up," reflecting how happy and excited she appeared at the time.
Told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, "What happened when?" And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury resort the couple was staying at called saying that Ashlee passed away. According to the house.
About a week later, the situation took a tragic turn. Joe later told local authorities that Ashlee had harmed herself in their room. This explanation has been questioned by her family, who have publicly said they believe more investigation is needed. Ashlee and family and friends, including Savannah Britt, have been vocal in expressing their concerns and emphasizing that they want clear answers about what happened. Some people online have also discussed photos and videos from the trip, noting differences in how the couple appeared. However, interpretations of expressions and body language can vary widely and are not reliable evidence on their own. At this stage, many details remain unconfirmed. The case continues to draw attention as people wait for more verified information and official findings. Some people online have also been revisiting past interactions and comments, trying to piece together anything that might provide context. In hindsight, certain comments have stood out to viewers, though it's important to remember that interpretations can change after the fact. For example, there were comments on Ashlee's posts where people made jokes or expressed concern, and Ashlee responded in a light or humorous way. Looking back now, some viewers find those exchanges unsettling, but at the time, they may not have carried the same meaning. Other comments from different users expressed worry about her relationship, suggesting that something felt off to them. However, reactions like these are based on limited online content, and they don't necessarily reflect the full reality of a situation. There has been also discussion online about Joe McCann's professional background. Reports mention his involvement in a crypto fund called Asymmetric, which may have experienced significant financial losses during market downturns. That said, details about his financial situation have not been fully confirmed, and any connection to the current case remains unclear. As with many developing stories, a lot of information circulating online is based on speculation or partial reports. It's important to rely on verified facts as they become available, and to approach these discussions with caution. There's also been discussion online about reactions from people in the financial world. Some individuals have expressed frustration over reported losses tied to investment strategies associated with Joe McCann. For example, a user known as Big Brain SOL publicly shared disappointment about significant portfolio declines. However, these claims are based on online statements and have not been independently verified. Around the same time, there were reports that McCann was involved in launching or planning a new venture called Accelerate.
My money is still on the husband, and not because he's white, but because this was her birthday trip. She went and got a new wig, got her lashes did, nails did, toes did, picked out outfits, and created an itinerary for her birthday. She had no idea that this man was going to propose to her in such a beautiful place like Africa. She would have been ecstatic. It's my birthday and my man is proposing to me? Hell yeah. I do not feel like anywhere in her mind it would have been, it's my birthday, my man is here, he didn't propose to me. This is a great time to just end it all.
With ambitions to raise substantial funding. While some observers have pointed out the timing, it's not uncommon in the investment space for new projects to move forward even after setbacks, and the full context is still unclear. These financial discussions have led to broader online speculation, with some people attempting to connect different aspects of the situation. However, there is no confirmed evidence linking financial matters to what happened to Ashlee, and such claims remain unverified. There's also been ongoing discussion online about reactions from people in the financial world. Some individuals have expressed frustration over reported losses tied to investment strategies associated with Joe McCann. For example, a user known as Big Brain SOL publicly shared disappointment about significant portfolio declines. However, these claims are based on online statements and have not been independently verified.
At the same time, there have been reports that McCann was working on launching a new venture called Accelerate, with plans to raise substantial funding. Some observers have pointed to the timing, while others note that in the investment space, it's not unusual for new projects to move forward even after setbacks. The full context remains unclear. This financial discussion has contributed to broader online speculation, with people attempting to connect different aspects of the situation. However, there is no confirmed evidence linking financial matters to Ashlee's case, and these ideas remain unproven. As a result, a wide range of opinions and interpretations have been circulating. Events like the trip, the engagement, and social media posts are now being viewed through a different lens, but it's important to distinguish between verified information and assumptions. For many people following the story, some of the reported physical details have drawn attention. There have been mentions of marks on Ashlee's neck, though the exact cause and significance have not been officially confirmed. Investigators would need to determine what these findings mean in context. What has also stood out to observers is how quickly everything changed. Just days earlier, Ashlee appeared happy and was sharing moments from her trip, celebrating her birthday and engagement. The sudden shift has been difficult for many to process. Because of that contrast, there has been a lot of discussion online, with people trying to understand what may have happened. However, much of this conversation is based on limited information, and no conclusions have been confirmed. Some attention has also been given to Joe McCann's activity following the incident. Observers noted that he continued posting about topics like AI and cryptocurrency on X. Reactions to this have varied, as people interpret behavior differently as stressful or unexpected situations. There have also been claims circulating that certain posts from Ashlee's account were removed. At this point, these reports have not been independently verified, and it's unclear what may have changed or why. Another angle that has been discussed online relates to the location of the trip. Some people have questioned how investigations are handled in different countries and whether being abroad may affect how quickly information is released or clarified. However, these are general observations, and there is no confirmed evidence that location impacted this specific case. There's also been broader conversation about public figures and how their professional background can influence perception. Still, there is no verified information suggesting that any individual status affected the handling of this situation. Some online discussions have suggested that early explanations may have come quickly, but these points remain part of public speculation and have not been officially confirmed.
Baby, maturing is knowing that a white man can change my life with his money, and he can take it from me with his money. And then he can go get a motherfucking lawyer with his money and get away with that shit.
According to initial public statements from authorities in Zanzibar, Ashlee Jenae's death was reported as self-inflicted. She was a 31-year-old American who was traveling in Tanzania with her fiancé at the time. As with many developing cases, early reports can evolve as more information becomes available.
Officials have also shared their position on the case. According to statements reported in local media, a police commander named Benedict said that after the situation gained attention on social media, authorities found no evidence of outside involvement. Based on those reports, the incident is said to have taken place on April 9, 2026. Authorities stated that Ashlee was found in critical condition and that the situation involved self-inflicted harm using fabric from clothing inside a wardrobe. These details come from initial official accounts and may be further clarified as more information becomes available. Additional statements from regional police indicated that the couple had been staying together but were placed in separate rooms following a reported disagreement. It was also said that Ashlee was transported to a hospital for treatment and later passed away on April 10th. There have also been claims discussed online regarding the timeline of when Ashlee's family was informed. These reports have not been independently verified, and the exact sequence of events has not been fully established publicly. Ashlee's family has also been very active in speaking out about the case. They have called for further review and in some instances have expressed interest in outside investigators becoming involved to ensure a thorough examination of what happened. From their perspective, there are still unanswered questions. They have raised concerns about the timeline, the details that have been shared publicly, and the overall handling of the situation as they continue to seek clarity. Online, many people have shown support for the family, encouraging transparency and hoping for more detailed updates as the case develops. At the same time, others have emphasized the importance of relying on verified information and allowing investigators to complete their work. With growing public attention, the situation continues to be closely followed. Any new developments, whether official statements, additional findings, or further reviews, will likely play an important role in providing a clearer understanding of the case. As the story has gained attention, it has expanded beyond a local case and drawn interest from a wider global audience. News coverage, online discussions, and public commentary have all contributed to increased awareness of the situation. With that level of attention, many people are closely following updates, revisiting timelines, and reviewing publicly available information.
She was starting the next chapter of her life. She called us and FaceTimed us to share with us her travel.
However, it's important to note that interpretations shared online can vary and are not a substitute for verified findings. Experts and observers continue to emphasize that clear answers can only come from thorough investigations and confirmed evidence rather than speculation. There has also been discussion about whether additional reviews or external involvement could take place, though no confirmed decisions have been announced. For now, the situation remains ongoing, and public interest continues as people look for reliable information and further developments. As the story continues to develop, more people are looking beyond the initial headlines and focusing on the broader picture. There is growing interest not only in what happened, but also in how the situation has been handled from start to finish. Some observers are paying closer attention to the investigative process, including what information has been reviewed and how the case is being examined. In situations that receive significant public attention, these questions are not uncommon. There is also ongoing discussion about accountability and the importance of addressing any new findings if additional information comes to light. At the same time, many emphasize that conclusions should be based on verified evidence rather than assumptions. Others have pointed out how quickly narratives can form online, highlighting the need for patience while facts are still being confirmed. Even with that in mind, public interest in the case remains strong. At this stage, the situation continues to evolve, and future updates will likely play an important role in providing clearer understanding. As the situation continues to develop, attention is now focused on what comes next. Many people are following closely to see whether new information, official statements, or further reviews will provide additional clarity. There is also ongoing discussion about the importance of transparency, with observers hoping for clear and consistent updates as more details become available.
So we're trying to find out. I got 2 emails today from the embassy in Zanzibar, and they said the investigation is still ongoing. That we have not determined the cause of death yet at all, and the investigation is still ongoing and still pending right now. So there has nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers. We just think it's very odd that our traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe.
In cases like this, timely and accurate communication can play a key role in helping the public better understand events. At the same time, the situation has led to broader conversations about topics such as travel safety, relationships, and how quickly circumstances can change. These discussions reflect how widely the story has resonated with people. Support for Ashlee's family has also been visible online, with many expressing hope that they receive clear answers as the case progresses. For now, the focus remains on verified information and future updates as people look for a clearer understanding of what happened. As the situation continues to unfold, more attention is being given to details that have not yet been fully clarified. It's no longer just about the main headlines. Many are also looking at the timeline and how events progressed. There has been discussion around the sequence of events, including when key moments occurred and how information was shared. Some observers are also interested in whether additional information, such as witness accounts or official records, may become available. In many cases, new, verified details can help provide a clearer understanding of events.
At the same time, online conversations remain active, with a wide range of opinions being shared. As the situation continues to develop, attention is also turning towards what additional information may become available. Some observers are wondering whether further records or reports could help clarify the sequence of events. There has been general discussion about sources such as hotel records, security footage, and communication timelines. In many cases, details like these can contribute to a clearer understanding if and when they are officially reviewed and released. At the same time, it is not always clear what information will be made public, as investigations can involve privacy considerations and ongoing procedures. This can sometimes limit what is shared in the early stages. Online conversations have also become more focused on distinguishing between confirmed information and speculation. Many people are emphasizing the importance of relying on verified details as they emerge. For now, the situation remains under review, and many are following closely to see whether future updates will provide additional clarity. At this stage, the story continues to receive significant attention, with more people following updates and engaging in discussions across different platforms. With that level of visibility, there's a general expectation that the situation will be handled carefully and thoroughly. Many observers are looking for clear, accurate information as more details become available. There has also been broader discussion about accountability and the importance of proper procedures during an investigation. In cases that attract public interest, these conversations are common. At the same time, others emphasize the need to remain cautious and avoid drawing conclusions without confirmed evidence. Balancing public interest with verified information remains important as the situation develops. For now, attention remains on future updates as people continue to follow the case and look for clearer understanding based on official findings. At this stage, many people are continuing to follow the case closely and are looking for clearer updates as more information becomes available.
To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very 11 hours later.
11 hours.
Something had transpired, and Joe just relayed to Yolanda that Ashlee was okay and she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
As details remain limited, there's ongoing interest in receiving confirmed information that can help address outstanding questions. In situations like this, official updates and verified findings are key to building a clearer understanding. Observers are also paying attention to public statements from different sources, including authorities and Ashlee's family. As the situation develops, these updates can provide important context. At the same time, the discussion has expanded into broader topics, such as transparency and the importance of reliable information. These conversations reflect the wider impact the story has had on those following it. At this stage, many people are continuing to ask questions about what information may still emerge as the case develops. With ongoing attention, there's strong interest in understanding the situation more fully as new details are confirmed. Some observers have noted that not all aspects of the case have been publicly clarified, which is common in situations where investigations are still ongoing. Additional updates, if released, may help provide further context. There is also continued discussion about the importance of transparency, with many people hoping for clear, verified information that explains the sequence of events. In addition, some are watching to see whether any new, confirmed information or perspectives may come forward. In many cases, developments over time can help build a more complete understanding. For now, the situation remains under review, and attention is focused on future updates that may offer greater clarity based on verified findings. As the situation continues to develop, many people are closely following for any new confirmed updates that may provide additional clarity. There has also been ongoing discussion about consistency, with some observers comparing earlier and more recent public statements. In cases like this, it's common for people to look for clearer understanding as more information becomes available. Another topic being discussed is the pace at which initial conclusions were shared. While some have noted this, it's important to recognize that different investigations can follow different timelines depending on the circumstances. At the same time, there is a continued emphasis on relying on verified information rather than speculation. Some online discussions have raised questions about what may have happened in the hours surrounding the incident. However, there is no verified information confirming specific actions during that time, and many of these points remain unproven. Ashlee's family has continued to speak out, calling for further review of the case. They have expressed interest in additional involvement from U.S. authorities, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, in hopes of ensuring a thorough and independent examination. They have indicated that they would like a closer look at various aspects of the case, including forensic findings and the overall timeline. At this stage, many details remain unclear. While there is a wide range of opinions online, it's important to rely on verified information as it becomes available, since the situation is still developing. Now I'd like to hear your perspective. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join the conversation.